My name's James Harcourt. Welcome to my studio here in Sussex in the UK. Today I'm going to go through my track Quartz, which is the title track from a new EP just released on Renaissance. So I start, as I always do, with a lead or hook element. In this case it's a melodic progression. And I've used a sound which doubles up as the bass and the lead using the Moog Voyager, which is a very harmonically rich synthesizer. Then I move on to trying to find some sort of counterpoint melody, and in this case it started with pads. So I started with a pad that I made using a monophonic synth. I've got a couple here, the SH09 and the SH101, fantastic Roland synths. I use a MIDI gate to apply a rhythmic pattern to that. Then I applied the same MIDI gate pattern to two other sounds. The first is a resonant synth sound created on the Moog Voyager. And the final one is in the final third of the track, and it's a group of strings playing chords. Next up I recorded the drums, and these were different to normal. I wanted a breakbeat and I wanted to use a sample as a starting point. So I picked a sampled loop break, but I didn't use it as was. It's been heavily EQ'd, it had some nasty frequencies. So there's a lot of notch EQs taking out unpleasant or offending frequencies. But I've also drilled into the waveform, shortened some tails, shaped some transients, put some gaps, and also, as you can see, automated some reverb and delay to create movement and the rhythm that I wanted to complement the bass line. And the final stage is mixing. Mix down. I use the same session, I group things, I send them to new groups, I colour them differently, I collapse or hide everything else, so I feel like I'm in a different session. And then on each of the mixed groups I do whatever's needed, sometimes nothing, sometimes EQing, sometimes saturating, multiband compression, whatever's needed to make things gel together and just sound the fattest they can sound without degrading the sound, keeping that low end groove and foundation as solid as possible.